Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Greetings, everyone. My name is Kim Hui. Welcome to tonight's Tuesday night's empowerment call. I am coming to you live from the beautiful Sedona, Arizona. Anyway, and I did today's topic is driving through peaks and valleys, the art of building through peaks and valleys. And today I did drive through peaks and valleys to be here with all of you. And I think today's topic is very timely. I really want to talk about, some of the journey that we all will experience as you embark on this business platform. And just like anything else, just like any business, there are peaks and valleys. There's peaks and valleys in life. There's peaks and valleys in businesses. And so maybe what I like to do is I like to begin by sharing with you, and you can try this for size to see if this kind of like resonates with you in your short few months of journey building three. Okay. And so, oftentimes people ask, well, what exactly is peaks and valleys? Before I go there, I actually I want to talk about my drive here. Today took about 7.5 hours for me to drive from LA to here in Sedona. And, as I was driving, and then, there was peaks and valley, there was like roads, right? Passing through roads and coming through here. And it's the same thing as you're going somewhere and building your dream, building your business. Like what kept me going for the 7.5 hour drive was a destination. I knew where I wanted to go. I knew that it was worthwhile for me to come here. And so as you're driving through, there's traffic, there might be roadblocks, there might be here and there, and so what keeps you going on the path is it worth your time? Is it worth the journey for you to get to wherever you want to go? And so, and it peaks and valley, and I want you to really think about our journey from the inception to now. And I remember we pre-launched the opportunity back in February. And so, late February. And so, there were a lot of excitement when we're pre-launching, we didn't know the name of the company, no product. I mean, we don't even know the product information, nothing. But there was sheer excitement where people were excited lining up. I had one of the leaders was sharing with me, they said, Kim, it's actually much easier when they don't know anything, because the human emotion doesn't get mixed into the mix of, interpreting and the fear of rejection and the fear of judgment, because there's nothing, nothing to be judged, you don't know. And so like in the pre-launch, people got excited, right? And then there was a launch, right? So after the launch, yes, there's a little delay, little hiccup in there. It's a brand new company. And so when there's a hiccup, there's a little dip in the valley, right? And so because, some of the people that you engage, that they pre-enroll, that you thought they're going to love this, they're going to see something here, and they didn't engage. They engaged in the very beginning, but they didn't follow through. Okay, so that's the valley, right? And as you go to the pre-launch event, you got really pumped, you got excited, you go, wow, it's really well put together. The packaging, we unveil the packaging when the product, and when people are beginning to try the product, they're seeing results. And so because of that, you got pumped, you got excited, you are now in the peak, right? And so as you start building, you're beginning to enroll people. And so some of people, enroll, got in a business, and then they kind of slow down. They enroll, but they didn't pursue in the business. And so now we're down a little valley again. And so, you attend the training, you keep attending, you just get yourself into the groove, and say, what, I'm going to get this. And so as you participated, you keep on going. And when you begin to talk to other people, some might not even see it. Some might not even respond to you. And that you're down the valley again. So these peaks and valley, it's just life. This is something, and so let's just say you go through peaks and valleys, then you attended a training, right? And you got excited, you learn a new technique, you learn a new tool, go, oh, this thing works. So it worked a little bit. And so we have promotions, right? We have events, right? So during the events, we have promotions. So you leverage the promotion, then you drive up your check. So now you're in the peaks again. You go, oh my God, this thing is working, it's really good. And so when there is no promotion, or when there's no promotion, guess what? You feel like, oh my God, what am I here to promote? Then you're down the valley. Okay. So how do we get into the flow of the business? How do we get through this roller coaster? This sometimes it could be emotional roller coaster, right? And that emotional roller coasters really truly trigger from what's between our ears, the emotional reaction, the reaction from what we perceive is happening to our business. When what is happening in our business, it is part of the journey. Okay. So now people, this is such a misnomer in our industry. Okay. There are people, there are companies and platforms that all they do is promotion after promotion after promotion. And when there's no promotion, there's no production. But I want to share something with you guys. How do we go about to building a sustainable, $1 billion company? Certainly when there's big events, absolutely, there's promotion. But we have to understand what are we truly promoting? Okay. The true promotion, the true promotion, when there's no product promotion, the true promotion is promoting the opportunity in which you saw turning your dreams into reality. And so learn how to promote this opportunity. I mean, for me, I want you to think about this. The success, the luxury, the lifestyle I get to enjoy, it didn't come overnight. It come with 30 years of in the trenches, riding in the roller coaster, the peaks and valleys. You have to go through enough peaks and valleys to create that flow. Before we can hit momentum, you gotta compact it. And so with that, I like to talk about building from events to event and what is that we promote. Okay, so what we promote is the opportunity. I want you to think about this. What are the odds? What business do you have? We invest a couple of $1,000s. We get all that in product for us to consume and for us to share with our families and maybe sell it to some of our family members or relatives. And yet I could be at home or I could be anywhere in the world and building a global business. Think about this. I have my laptop here in my backyard and doing a global business. What are the odds? So if people can understand and comprehend that if you have a business platform that allows you to build a global business in this proactive wellness space with a product that's untouched, there's no product in the marketplace that can even come close to what we have. And so if people truly grasp the idea, having an opportunity of building a global business and creating a lifestyle, this is what I'm blessed to live. And many people in this space, in this industry, are blessed to live a lifestyle. I don't know of too many businesses that will allow people to do that. And so the reason I'm able to do that is because I walk my path. I pay my price. I pay my dues. And so these are things that there's just a magic in doing it. So I want to talk about, the next thing I want to talk about is going from events to events. Okay. Now, when we go from events to events, obviously when there's big events, there are promotional packages, right? And so when you go from events to events to events, so these are like, you are compacting. Imagine you are building a path. Imagine you're building your driveway. Okay. So let's just say you have a dirt driveway. Okay. So if you have a dirt driveway, the soil may not be solid. Okay. So what you might have to do is you might have to get some machinery to compact the soil, okay, to make sure that the soil gets sinks in, okay? And so maybe you want to put some AB and compact it some more because you don't want the ground to sink. So going from event to event, it's similar, okay? So let me explain to what I mean. So let's just say that when there's an event, when there's promotion, then you kind of it's kind of like you're compacting your soil, your organization, your foundation. So you're putting some soil on top, okay? So then as you compact it, people begin to get some money, begin to make some money. Then you're going to add we're going to go to the next event. So the next event, then before the next event, you're going to have activities to continue on your path, to continue adding more soil. Then the next event, you're going to add some AB to solidify your path. Okay. So you're going to compact the AB, pound it some more because you want and then the next event, you're going to promote. Between event to event, promotion to promotion, you got to drive activities to compact them more so that your foundation is solid. When your path is solid, when your driveway is solid, no matter if you have a heavy truck, heavy equipment coming through your driveway, it would not sink to the ground. You want it to be solid. So same thing with building a business. When you're building this business, this is not built overnight. There's such a misnomer. Yes, I have the opportunity, the blessing of building an organization of millions of people in my organization. But when you start something brand new, it takes a lot of courage. I mean, can you imagine starting from something from, ground zero again? When you start something from ground zero again, it challenges everything in you. There are times you're questioning, oh my gosh, it completely challenges it shifts your paradigm of what you're doing. I mean, I want you to picture this. If you have the opportunity of making, I don't know, multiple 7-figure a month. Okay. So, and then you have to start all new to ground zero. What would you do? You expect everything to be thriving from day one. But when it didn't happen, when the valley. So how do you get out of the valley? This is what I would say. Get out of the valley. Don't park there. Oftentimes when people in this business, when they're at the peak, they're excited, they're happy, the check is up. When they're in the valley, some people literally park there. Okay. Don't park there. The longer you park at the valley, the harder it's for you to get out. Okay. So when you're going the valley, get the heck out of there as soon as you can. How do you get yourself out of the valley? It's by taking baby action, taking baby steps. Share with people. Let's just say that if I was in an active building mode, okay. Let's just say that if I'm brand new in this space and I want to build this, I look at it this way. If my friends and family do not see what I saw, they don't agree with what I'm doing, guess what? I am moving on. You just got to do you. In life, I wouldn't have what I have here today if I didn't do me. So in life, you just got to listen to your heart. You just got to do you. Is this platform worth it for you? Whatever you're doing right now, I don't care whatever businesses you have. Will it provide the opportunity for you to be financially free in the next couple of years? There's no guarantee, but doing whatever you're doing, is it going to give you that lifestyle? If not, there's a possibility right here. There's an opportunity right here. So, and I could tell you the last couple of weeks, well, actually last week, we have 2 people in Indonesia that's about to break 4-star. And so, we're fortunate to live here in North America. Everything is smooth. And some of the people in Southeast Asia, in the NFR market, we're still dealing with some of the new company, challenges, but they still rise to the top. Now, how did they do it? It is event to event, but in between the 2 events, they have activities. They didn't park the valley, because when you want something bad enough, you go talk to people. So if I was in an active building mode, okay, everyone is a prospect. If my family and friends don't see it, I go out there, I will go out there, meet people, talk to people. And obviously when you talk to people, you don't go just recruit them right away, bond with them, get to know them, get their email, and just talk to people. And so building, you won't get the flow unless you actively practice. I was telling a friend of mine earlier, this is like swimming, even driving, like you drive a stick shift, you learn how to drive a stick shift. You cannot learn how to drive a stick shift if you don't get in the car. You can read the manual and get some idea, but you won't get the groove. You will not get the drip. You just can't get the grip of it until you get in the vehicle. You might let the clutch die a little bit and you might strike it, your balance is not there. But you know what? Don't give up. There are many people that learn how to drive a stick shift. There are many people that learn how to swim. There are many people that learn how to bicycle. But you might take a little fall here and there. Just get up. And I know that, some people are looking for the magic, right? As if there is such a thing as there's a magic to create momentum. Yeah, that magic is getting into action. It's just doing it. Talk to people. I've always said this. And sometimes we all need that. Everything I'm sharing with you guys, I'm sure you know already. We are just people that have walked the path. I am still walking that path with everybody. Okay. So we serve as a friendly reminder to let you know, hey, you know what? You got this. We're in this together. Just because you are in the valley right now, or you might be, you might not be, okay? And so if you're in the valley, continue to talk to people. The magic The magic is in the action, just like Nike commercial, just do it. Okay. And so it just, now, obviously events, when you have events, besides the promotion, it's really hot out here. So besides the promotion in events, what people gain is confidence about the business opportunity. So when people attend the events, what do they see? They go, oh my goodness. I think besides what they see, the scientist or the testimonial and other people, ultimately, do you know what most people get out of the events? It's not techniques. It is not what we share. Because these kind of techniques, because every human being are unique. So in with the emotion, with whatever their paradigm, whatever their upbringing, everyone's unique. But what people get from the events are that commonality, that common thread says, you know what? I get it. It is okay. I am okay. Whatever I'm going through, I am okay. If those people on stage can do it, so can I. You know, I think one of the fundamental basic needs of human being is to be acknowledged. And so when we go to the events, you feel validated and you feel acknowledged. Oftentimes, because this industry is very misunderstood. When people go out there, you know, people might not see what you saw, but it doesn't matter. Just know that there are thousands of people like you at 3. You know, we love what we see, but nothing's gonna kick into gear until you start talking to people. Until you start, you know, it's interesting. Some people might take them 6 months to get into action. Some people might just click with somebody's one training or somebody, one talk or meeting somebody. They got that aha moment. And so, like anything else, guys, you just have to do it. You want success? Go talk to people. You know, some of you know this. Personally, I'm a hermit. I don't like to talk to people. I'm an introvert. But when it comes to business, if this is something worthy of my time, I'm going to share. If this is something that worthy of my doing, I'm going to do this. And so this project in of itself is a calling, because not too many people will wake up and say, you know what, I'm going to walk away from so much income and I'm going to start from zero. You know, when you start something from zero, it literally challenge everything within you. There's something just stirs up in you. But because I know what I'm doing, I know that this is a project that we're all called to do in the time that we're living in right now. And so I hope that you guys will get this. I don't want to go on a long drawn training, but instead, when it's time like this, we got to dig deep and says, what does this opportunity represent to you? That is what you promote. Product is great, but what does this 3 truly mean to you? And go on and share with people. You know, I want you to think about day 1, you know, when it's day 1 on February 20th, when we pre-launched, the excitement that we had. What happened to it? Get it back. And the beauty about this business, every day is day 1. Every day you have the opportunity to do it all over again. You know, I wish there was a magic trick to do this. I could tell you every single person in this company, for those people who wanted to that wanted to succeed or that are successful, they would tell you. They every single day we're paving up, you know, we're walking the path, we're paving the path. Every single no, we're just getting that out of the way. And so for all the leaders, I know some of you had great success with the last 2 promotion. Now it's like, what do I do? You know, some of the leaders, we went over the T chart, right? So if you have people learn and understand, if you have people that have identified what is that they want, okay? If those people that have bought the power, they bought the impact, right? So they have volume in that, teach them how to cycle that off. And, you know, it's really interesting. I heard from There's 2 people in Indonesia that are running right now to become a 4-star. And so someday you get to hear their story. Absolutely remarkable. You know, every single day he has a goal of how many cycle he wants to make a day. And so very simply put, let's say that you're building this business. Ask yourself, how many cycle you want to create? Okay, so you can go turn that number into backwards. So let's just say that if every day you want to create 5 cycles, right? So what is $45 times 5 cycles? So $45 times 5 cycles, that's $225. So let's just say that, hey, you know what? Every day I want to work from home. I want to create 5 cycles. So what do I have to do? You might have to yourself talk to 5, 10 people. Or if you have a team, you start a team going, it's then you help these 5, 10 people to talk to other people. This is the power of leverage that you do not get in traditional business. You know, let's just say that if you in a regular business, if you want to generate income, you have to get X number of customers. Here, you can get X number of customers or brand ambassadors. And then once you get, the hardest part is get this group of people. Once you get these group of people, if you have the ability to get them plugged into the system, teach these people how to also duplicate what you did. So when you have 5, 10 people, if they go out there and share with 5, 10 people, now you have 25 to 50 people in your business. So, but it will not happen until you find the right person. And like I said before, all it takes is one right person to blow up your business. One. Question is, are you willing to go through 100 people or even 200 people in finding that right person? Now, what if it took you 1,000 people to find that one right person to help you max out the comp plan? Are you willing to do that? I don't know. What if over my career of 30 years, I probably talked to, I don't know, thousands of people. Would it worth your while that you talk to 1,000 people and you get to live a dream? Voila! I'm in the beautiful Sedona. It didn't come to me overnight. You know, people only often look at, wow, she's lucky. I am very lucky and I work very hard. And so, and there's such power in doing it. And today, the reason why I come out here in the hot sun, because I really want you guys to see this. This is first time I did this with no makeup, just coming to you as who I am. And so I you know, at this point in my career, I don't care. You see it, you don't see it, next. We're just moving on. And so, especially at this early stage, our company is a couple months old. So big things about to come. We're doing some amazing things. Companies putting together a solid foundation for us to take this thing to the next level. So I'm really excited what we have going. But look, we're looking for a handful of good ones, and I'm engaging this again because we're going to make history. And so what we have coming, I think in 2 weeks, I'll be doing a North America tour in 2 weeks. And so those of you that have contacts, in the markets that we're touring, please plug in. It's not only myself. There's groups of $1 million earners that are traveling through the country and doing our showcase of this opportunity. So this is time to plug in. This is time to say, you know, listen, I do not care if you see it, you don't see it. Just go there and see it for yourself. Listen to once. If after that, if it's not for you, move on. Okay. So I would suggest doing that. And the other thing is this. When you go out and doing, you know, talk to between event to event, you got to line up activities. And the key thing is duplication. It's not only signing up people. Once people enroll, teach them to get people to plug in on our Global Mondays. On Tuesday training, get them to plug in on Tuesday trainings. And then on Wednesday, it's a wellness talk. Behind all this hard work, all these showcases, there are a group of people that are working tirelessly to putting this program together, line up panelists, doing all this work. So, guys, how bad do you want to succeed? How bad do you want to turn your dreams into reality? When you want it bad enough, just do it. Once again, the magic is in doing it. So, for those of you who want to learn more, come see us in the upcoming road trip. Besides the North America road trip, I will also be going to Asia. It's really exciting time, guys. Whatever you're going through, we are here for going through it with you. Okay. So, and I hope that you, sometimes we just need we need a little lean in onto us. If you're having a little tough time, I get that. I get you. I've been there. I didn't get to where I am in this industry just by living in the valley. I thrive through the valley. So when times get tough, you get tougher. So, and that tough, it's not really tough. It's only our human interpretation of whatever is happening. So get over it. You do you pursue your dream. We're together. We're here together, building 3. So with that, I hope that is helpful. Know that you get this. And I look forward to seeing you on my road tour. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Go talk to somebody. Go touch someone's life. Go change someone's life. Thank you. Take care.